Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 9 of the Blood Bag mini reviews. I know just yesterday I gave you Thor Love and Thunder, and today we are getting to go into infinity and beyond, because today we're talking about Lightyear. I saw this movie today, and I'll be honest, I was very scared that this movie wasn't going to be good, but it was better than I was expecting it to be. Now, first, let me address this whole boycott thing against this movie and just say, I don't give a rat's ass. Hell, I give less than a rat's ass. Personally, I mean, it's just 4 seconds, and it's not even like a real kiss, dude. And also, it's just letting people be people. And I'm tired of people saying that we need to boycott this fucking movie because two people of the same gender kissed. I'm done. I hate it when I hear about that in movies for films and people get mad at it. I'm tired of hearing that shit. It's annoying. It clogs up like the internet, like Reddit, Twitter, Facebook. It clogs it up everywhere. Okay, Reddit not so much, but definitely Twitter, Facebook, and maybe Instagram. Whenever I'm using Facebook or Instagram, it's hell. So, I'm just going to quickly address it. I don't give a shit about that. And I'm going to leave it mostly out. And I'm going to leave it out of this review. I just thought I would address that first. And anyway, getting into the actual meat of the movie. So this movie is the origin story of Buzz Lightyear. This is the movie that Andy supposedly saw in 1995 that made him want the Buzz Lightyear toy. And for the most part, I can maybe see that. For the most part, I do. Yeah, I definitely do see that. Like, if you compare, because obviously this is going off of Toy Story 1 Buzz, before he adapted to life knowing that he is a toy. And if you do look at it, yes, there's a lot of similarities between Toy Story 1 Buzz and Lightyear Buzz. One thing, now, I don't want to go into any real spoilers, but this movie does have a lot of nice callbacks to the Buzz Lightyear from the Toy Story movies. And I think that the whole thing of it being the film that Andy saw as a kid that made him want the Buzz Lightyear toy thing, I think they did that pretty well. And let's talk about Chris Evans as the new voice of Buzz. Personally, I was very scared for it, but Chris Evans, he turned in a pretty good performance. Now, is he replacing Tim Allen? Hell no. But He put in a good performance for this more action-heavy Buzz. Now let's talk about the other characters. I thought the three side characters, like the three other people that Buzz was working with, they were funny. And they definitely got their moments in. But I think the best part of this movie is Socks, the robot cat. I don't know why, but that little robot cat was the funniest fucking part of the movie. He was adorable, but that's just coming from someone who loves cats. Like, he was legitimately the best part of the film, somehow. Now, let's get into the other aspects. As I said, the voice acting is great. Animation is outstanding. Again, it's Pixar, so of course it isn't going to be bad. But one thing I very much did notice, story-wise, was that it's very similar in both story and somewhat of design to Star Wars, which I guess comparisons are kind of inevitable with something like this. But I just thought I'd mention some aspects of it did feel a lot like Star Wars, and I'm not going to spoil what this next comparison is, but it also feels a bit like the Lego Movie Part 2. I'm not going to say how, because that'd be spoiling the movie. So if you want to know, go watch the movie yourself. And again, Lightyear, it got a lot of mixed reviews when it came out. Rotten Tomatoes, they loved it, 79% from them. IMDb fucking hated it, which, I don't know why. Again, it's very split, and it's not doing well at the box office either. And man, I'm kind of feeling bad for this movie now that I have seen it. But hey, that's just what happens to some films now. Is that they either get mixed reviews or people just don't want to see it because their nostalgia boner gets tingled to the point where they don't like it. And that was a horrible analogy. I'm so sorry. But I'm being serious. That's probably why a lot of people didn't go see this, because they just didn't like this new take on Buzz. Or maybe the whole new voice thing, or the aforementioned gay 4-second kiss. But I'm just feeling bad for this movie now that I've seen it. As again, I was expecting that I wouldn't like it or only liked it a little bit. But no, this is a really good movie, and if you are willing to look at it and not get mad at it, I highly recommend you watch it. It's a great film. Now, is it as good as the Toy Story movies? That is, well, that'd be a discussion for another day, ranking all the Toy Story films. Because I'm a huge fan of those movies, and I'm definitely going to do Toy Stories 1 through 4 as their own reviews. Probably sometime, maybe in December. But yeah, also speaking of December, you're going to get a lot of Christmas movie reviews for that I think are for Christmas movies that I love. But anyway, enough talk about the future. Let's talk about the present with this film. But yeah, and again, the movie, it's very good. It feels a lot like you're watching an animated Star Wars movie, mixed with a little hint of Lego Movie 2 in there. Again, not going to spoil why. But, man, I feel bad for this film. I really do. So again, I encourage those who are interested to watch it. Maybe getting past the whole Tim Allen not being Buzz thing, or the scene we do not speak of, because I've already mentioned it twice. And, I think that, again, there's not really much else I can say. The film is just great. The voice acting is great. The animation's great. It's surprisingly really funny. Again, the story, it feels a lot like Star Wars. Well, again, not really like Star Wars. It has the atmosphere of a Star Wars movie, not story-wise. It has the atmosphere of a Star Wars film, which, to some people that could be good, to some it could be bad. Make your choice. But anyway, putting Lightyear into the old blood bag here, I'm going to give it a solid 90%. I really enjoyed it. But the reason why there's 10% being held back is because the film is a bit rushed, especially in the beginning. It kind of rushes through the opening scene of them getting marooned on this planet, and again, the first couple tests. It kind of rushes a little through the first act to get to acts 2 and 3 where the plot gets kicked in. Again, similar issue to Thor: Love and Thunder is that a couple of those scenes were rushed. But this movie, again, the entire first act is kind of rushed. They're like, bam, we just got to hit all these story threads in like a sequence of 30 minutes. And it's rushed as hell, which maybe I could forgive it because it doesn't even have a 100-minute runtime. is, I believe, a 95-minute runtime. And also some of the jokes kind of fell a little flat. I mean, all the jokes from Socks were really funny, and all the other characters had pretty good jokes, but some of them did fall a little flat. And there were times where the atmosphere of the film got a little boring with the dark greens and grays, especially in the middle of the second act. Because again, you're seeing, because there's not really enough vibrant colors. Again, that could work for it kind of does work in a way, but I kind of wish that the movie wasn't so colorless once it gets to acts 2 and 3. But again, that's kind of a nitpick, and that's why it's just a 90%. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed this blood bag review for Lightyear. I know I said I was going to do this right when I did the Bad Guys review. Sorry that this had to happen 5 episodes later. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you enjoyed my content, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.